Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chillz. We're back. Andy's here. I'm here. We're getting a good show. We're going to talk about the Leafs. Andy,
yes.
The Leafs are doing amazing.
The Leafs.
Doing amazing.
The Leafs are not doing amazing.
What do you mean?
We lost the last game.
Yeah, but they're still in the playoffs. So that's still...
Come on.
Oh,
good job.
A little
good job.
foamy here. It's a little wet on set. It's
Hang
fine.
on, I haven't opened this yet.
Oh, man. You're going to lose half our viewers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Grab a beer and listen along, friends.
So yeah, we did lose last night's game, Andy, but it's not a big deal because now it would have been nice. What I wanted was us to win so we could get that 3-point lead, 2-point lead. Sorry, 3-1. It would have been nice to have it in the bank, but if we win the next two, right, we're fine.
Yes.
And then we don't go to Game 7.
I thought we always do. We don't do 7 games.
No. It's just the first 1 to 4 points wins that series.
Oh,
It's just the reason we've gone to Game 7 every time is because Boston's won, we won, Boston won, we won. Or this time it was we won, Boston, we Boston.
So the first person to 4 points wins.
Yeah. Like let's say the Leafs won all 4 games. All right, Boston's out.
Yeah.
There's no Game 7s. It goes straight to round 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is sick, but
how do you get to 7 then? That's what I
mean, how do you get 7 games?
Yeah, how do you
I just told you. When they tie up 3-3.
Right, if they tie. Okay.
It's the first one to 4 points.
Right, I get it.
So now the series is tied 2-2.
But could you ever get to 7 games? So let's say the Leafs...
We got it to 7 games the last 2 years in a row.
Okay.
This guy had 1 year before the thing, and he's already can't even add.
I'm just trying to figure it out, because if you go to 3-3, right?
Yeah, that means 6 games have been played. Leafs won 3,
Oh,
we
I
won
get
3.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that makes sense.
Anyways, talking about the Leafs. I think the Leafs have a chance to win the Cup this year, the Stanley Cup.
I've thought that every year, though.
No, but this is the one. I know everybody says they hear that. I mean, the Leafs are more likely to win the Cup than you are to be on time for the time we meet for the show.
Oh, my God.
Anyways.
I had a previous engagement. The bus left before I got to the bus stop, so I had to wait.
We'll let you... next week you'll be on time.
That last game was very intense. I mean, we were so close to beating them, and then,
It was very good. We almost came back last period. We got 2 goals in. We got to, was it 4 or 5? I think it was 4 or 5. Yeah. And then...
It was 4-5, yeah.
Yeah, then we went empty net. Then Boston just shot in from the other side. And I was like,
became
no.
4-6.
Come on, guys. You guys got this. Tomorrow night, guys, everybody tune in. Bring your Leafs jerseys.
But I've been hearing that the reason we might have lost is because Drake was in the audience.
I saw that he was there. What do you mean?
There was apparently a Drake curse.
Oh, I've heard about this Drake curse.
Yes. Every time he shows up to an event, bad luck strikes.
What about when he shows up to the Raptors games?
I guess the Raptors lose that day. Yeah. So there was a soccer game he attended.
TFC.
I think so.
Okay.
And they kicked him out because they were losing.
Wait.
Yep.
They can't just kick him out.
They did.
Okay.
Find it in the news.
Hold on. So they kick him out, let's say. Did they come back and win the game?
I don't know. I just know that they were losing and they kicked
that's the best, juiciest part of the story right there.
Out.
If they had still lost, then I would say Drake has no validity to kick to the story. But,
yeah.
Anyways, last night when I went into the captain's chair at like the Leaf Shack where I was at, and they ended up getting those 2 points. So I don't know.
Nice.
Could have been my luck. Who knows? Do you know any? I know my uncle used to have some really weird rituals or what's that? Not the word I'm looking for.
Traditions?
Traditions, yeah. He used to not wash his underwear during the Leafs games. I'm like, you need to not do that one.
That's not a good idea.
You need to not do that one.
That's not a good idea.
A lot of people do a lot of people do different ones, different versions. Like they don't wash their jersey till the season's over, which that one's not as bad because it's usually on top of everything else. But yeah.
I only wash my jersey when it's dirty.
Oh, look at this guy. He's hygienic over here. Anyways, go Leafs go tomorrow night. A lot of back around. I can't even speak. Staying in Toronto, we got some in the last couple weeks. You guys have probably heard of Mr. Doug Ford and his make Ontario grow again.
Go Leafs.
No one's gonna see that from here. Maybe they can. Go Leafs go.
Go Leafs
It's got a little
go.
Leafs emblem.
Go Leafs.
Doug Ford is announcing his make. What is it? Yours to grow.
Yours to grow?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm completely vetoing that. Vetoing that.
Veto. There you
Not
go.
videoing. No.
So
I do
you're
not.
against yours to grow.
Yours to grow?
It's going to be on license plates.
Are we a marijuana grow-ups now?
That's what people are saying. No, it's supposed to be growing as a community, growing as a state.
No, it sounds like we're hosting our own grow-ups.
I mean,
Yours to grow.
I mean, it is legal now, so
Yours to discover is so much better than yours to grow.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that's what he's changing
Well,
it to.
he's not.
Don't kill the messenger.
I'm not
here.
changing my license plate. Oh my
You
god.
don't even have a car.
I'm not changing my parents' license plate.
You don't have to change the plate until you get a new plate.
Well, we're never getting a new plate then. We always recycle that plate because Tsar means king.
Wait,
in
what?
Some language.
What do you mean R?
Tsar. The word Tsar.
Oh, Z-A-R?
Z-A-R means king.
Oh.
So we keep that license plate.
Okay, well, what about the removing the front plates off the cars? What do you think about that? Saves money. It saves money, yeah.
I've seen some cars without front plate license plate.
That's illegal, though, in
Front
Toronto.
license plates.
In the States, they have it. In Florida, a lot of states have it. Florida has it. Almost everywhere in the States I go, no one has front plates.
Do you think that's helpful to not have a front plate?
I mean, the police don't like it, but I like it.
Yeah, it's going to be harder for police to tail people.
No, not tail them. It's for the front of your car.
Yeah, but they have to...
The reason the
They always
police don't like it is because when they're they have their radar gun, right? They beam the light at the what's the word? At the plate, and because it's shiny, that's how they get the reading.
But
That's
they could do
why.
that on the back, couldn't they?
Yeah, but if you're coming towards them, they're not going to ask you to drive in reverse, please, while you're speeding.
Yeah. Well,
And then if you're driving away, they can't ask you to pull over.
I mean, I'd say if we
It's gonna be much harder.
if we get rid of the front plates and crime goes up, that's not a good thing.
That's what they're saying, as crime might go up, but not like a lot, only a little bit, because it'll be easier to. It'll be harder to identify people. Anyways, that's, this was crazy though. Was it last week? There was a road rage incident in
Wow,
Toronto.
you were doing so well with speaking properly, and I thought I was gonna have a problem with my
We're
cold.
maybe it's the slight fatigue, but
Slight fatigue. I was falling asleep before we came here.
well, don't tell the viewers that. Full disclosure, apparently. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, last week in Toronto, there was a road rage fight that happened, and then these guys ended up just getting out and started shooting at each other with guns.
Wow.
And there was ambulances everywhere. There was police sirens everywhere. I don't remember where it was, but it was crazy. It was down, not in the heart downtown, but it was more like, I think it was more North York. I can't remember at the top of my head.
Did anyone die?
They didn't say. It was early on in the day. I didn't follow up on the story. I'm sorry.
Good job.
Shoot me. Please don't.
You just brought a half-assed story to the show. Good job.
All I'm saying is Toronto.
No.
All right.
No, that's no. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers, Andy.
So, Taylor Swift
Oh, I love her.
gave a patient a letter to make her feel better.
Oh, I heard about this.
In hopes that she'd feel better.
Oh, I told you about this.
She was crying the whole time as the video was filmed.
Oh, she was in the hospital.
Speaking of hospitals, the mother had a heart attack and went in for surgery, and the police took care of her kids for about 24 hours.
You gotta give the story more oomph than that. Come on. I'll tell you the story here.
Ugh.
Okay.
This is my
This lady
section.
had a heart attack.
My section.
And what happened was after the
ran a truck over my section.
After the police and the paramedics came, they took the lady away. She had a heart attack, and then the police were like, "Oh, there's these 2 children here." So they ended up the 2 police ended up staying the night, making dinner for them, putting them to bed, and making sure they were okay for like the next 8 hours. So they go above and beyond. I say that's a great story.
You gonna finish the rest of my feel good story?
What was the rest of your?
Well, there were police playing basketball.
You can tell that one. I told you that one
playing
too.
Basketball with kids. And
I give them the topics for this.
Yeah, you do it every time. I think I've only had like twice.
So by the way, it's his thing, as he wants to call it. But he always asks me for the stories because he never has
It is hard to find feel-good stories.
It is, because it's always depressing news on the fucking
it just is.
thing.
I don't listen to CHFI anymore, so I don't always hear these feel-good stories. Anyway, the police are playing basketball with kids so they can understand the police business better and also get, in with the children.
In with the children.
It's slang for getting along with children.
Getting in with the children.
In.
Define in this sentence.
In meaning get along. I just explained this.
I don't know if that was the right wording for that, but
when you get in with someone, it's not what
I was
you think it
thinking
is.
something else.
I know, it's not what you think it is. And there's also a sheep that's a unicorn in Australia.
You just jump from story to story like that. You gotta go more in depth. We're talking about stuff.
Police in basketball. What else do I have to say about that?
Story is more than just police and basketball, man.
They're playing with the kids. They're playing basketball.
This is why you don't take naps before the show.
I didn't take naps.
Okay. What happens is the police are getting into the communities. They're playing basketball with the children, with the police, and they're inspiring them to become more better things, and they're showing them that better people, yes, and that police are not bad people.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
No, Pete, no. You're like police community centers done.
Okay, are you going to harp on my unicorn sheep story?
No, actually, telling me that one.
Yeah, so there is a sheep that looks like a unicorn, and the guy. Basically, what do you do? Buy the rights to the sheep or something?
He bought the rights to the sheep.
He doesn't want to sell the sheep because it's rare to have a sheep.
I'm sorry, he's got like a unicorn horn on the top.
He's got like one horn here, and then one.
No,
horn.
he has just one horn.
No, he has 2 horns.
I saw the picture.
So did I. He has one horn
the
up to the
horn?
side, and there's another horn right here.
Birth defect.
Basically, but it's our first unicorn sheep.
Well, that's pretty weird.
In Australia.
That's pretty weird. So what is this guy doing with this thing? He's keeping it on as a pet, or?
No, I think he just wants to make more money with it.
Well, don't we all? Anyways.
I'm sure I'm wrong. You can explain the rest of the story.
No, I don't know the story.
Yeah, no, you do. You do.
I'm just trying to see.
You know the story. We're going to change the segment. You're going to be doing cheers, and I'm just going to sit here and nod along.
I do got some good stuff for the viewers, which Andy is excited to talk about.
Oh crap!
He just says, "Oh crap!" He doesn't even know what it is yet.
Is there more alcohol in this?
I can give you more.
No, you can't.
I have a can. Here, take another can.
Yeah, it's empty.
It's not empty.
It's empty. We already had that.
Let me.
Before the show, put that back.
We're hiring for new.
Put that away.
We're hiring for new co-hosts. If anyone's interested.
No one is.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, back to Andy's dating life is what you wanted to talk about.
No, I never.
Well,
I never agreed.
You said, let's talk about it. Let's bring it up. People will love it. And I said,
I never said that. Those words never came out of my mouth. This is complete fabrication.
Okay, well, you did want to bring it up.
I didn't want to.
Okay, let's bring it up.
You made it a topic. My dating life. My dating life.
It was on the original show, back in the day.
Isn't very existent. I am, one of those men who's very determined to, chase one girl.
Great start.
Rather than several.
Several.
I think the secret behind love is two people compatible with... Why are you looking at your watch?
I'm waiting for this to get interesting.
It's two people compatible with each other, and I have that with a current friend of mine.
That's nice.
The
one you dated before.
Yeah, she is my...
I'm not mentioning any names
She is my ex, but...
For the show, but yeah.
A lot of... No.
All right, we're gonna talk about something else while Andy figures out what he's
saying. No. It's fine. I think I've been told about theories about that. I've been told theories with regards to men, and there are apparently two kinds of men, and I'm the other kind. So the first kind.
You gotta give us more than that. There's one kind and there's another kind. What are the kinds?
I'm trying to say this. The first kind are men who get impatient with women they don't end up, having sex with.
Okay.
The other men are me.
Okay.
Who just, that's not the biggest factor to their...
You better tread carefully.
Relationship.
Because this is a live show.
I know it's a live show. So I'm one of those people that's fine with waiting, but I don't think that's completely true. I think it's just there's nobody else.
I'm pretty sure you're just waiting for the right person, and you don't want to just...
or I have the right person, they're just not committed.
You don't want to just pursue anybody and waste your time, is what you're trying to say.
I don't want to pursue someone and waste my time. That's fair. But,
he doesn't... Andy's not the kind of guy who's like a one hookup kind of guy.
Can't be.
I mean, never mind.
I don't even think the term sleeping with someone makes any sense.
Oh, not this again. I talk this every time at the bar.
It doesn't make sense, because if you're sleeping with someone, technically,
yes,
you never pull out. You never pull out. You just sleep on top of them, or they sleep on top of you. That would be...
I'm sorry, viewers, for this.
The logic behind sleeping with someone.
Technically, the definition of sleeping with somebody
is sleeping beside someone.
Sleeping in the same bed.
Is having sex with them and
everybody knows what the
them.
term means.
Yes, but
we've had this discussion.
Logically or literally, it doesn't make sense.
Yes, I know.
I've slept with someone, I just never had sex.
Okay.
So to me, that makes more sense than someone you penetrate. And
okay, don't use that like that. Oh, sorry for all our viewers that are left watching now that we penetrated. What is this? This isn't a documentary Planet series.
There's a good joke by...
The animal has now penetrated the female. It's right near the water. Oh, watch the alligator here coming right... He's not even watching the watering hole. Oh, penetration is no over.
I think the question here is, do animals rape other animals?
Yes, they do, actually.
Their own kind or other kinds?
No, other animals.
Other animals.
Because there is a seal. My dad told me this the other day. He was watching one of those David Attenborough shows or Planet shows. And the seal was actually raping the king penguin just for fun, for pleasure.
Just for fun?
But the thing is, he didn't even eat it. They just left after, and the scientists were like, why did he do that? They thought maybe he was going to do it first, then eat it. But he just did it, and then he left.
That's the difference.
So they were like, that was super weird. Scientists were like, why? They're totally different species.
So wait, the seal is a man?
No, I don't know. They didn't say what gender they were. It didn't say.
I didn't know.
Because when you're filming them, you can't see the genders very well.
Well, if he could penetrate the penguin, then that makes the seal male.
Yes, but I didn't.
So this was a gay rape scene. Wow.
I don't know what the genders were.
Well, it was funny anyway. So Rebecca Reeds is a comedian, and she had someone come up to her at one of her shows, and he's like, "I just feel so sorry for women," and she's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because we penetrate you."
Oh my god, we got to change topics.
And then he's like, "You don't penetrate us," and she's like, "Not when you're awake."
Moving on, because that was bad.
It's funny. Come on, you don't find that funny?
Yeah, but it's kind of wrong. All right.
So was what we were talking about.
The penguins?
The seal raping the penguin?
Yeah,
how is that right?
Nature. They don't know what they're doing.
That is not defense.
That doesn't make it any better.
That is like me humping a tree and being like, it's nature.
That's just Andy after a couple of beers.
I've never humped trees.
Anyways.
Ugh.
Here's some crazy stuff that happened yesterday.
Oh, because this was not crazy.
No,
sure.
Actually, this is not as crazy as the penetration, apparently.
Please say it more times. I think we
You're
should.
the one who said it like 10 times.
Hashtag penetration at the end of this.
No.
Episode.
Make it a drinking game. How many times does one say this word? This is like when Don Cherry is like, "Oh, the Boston Bruins. Oh, let me tell you about Bobby Orr." I played that drinking game like last Saturday or a few days ago, and it was like I had like 8 or 7 shots of my beer because Don Cherry would not stop talking about the Boston Bruins and Bobby Orr. And then he would cut off Ron like every few minutes. "No, Ron, let me tell the story because you're not telling it right."
Oh God! Did you his jackets?
His jacket was sick. Last night was the
Pac-Man.
yeah, but the other one the night before, Spider-Man comics, Marvel. That was sick.
Yeah, but he's promoting the Avengers too early.
What do you mean? The trailer just dropped and everything.
Yeah, but the movie's not even out yet.
It's like in a few days.
I like
26.
I like this Canadian.
It's the 18th.
I like this Canadian jacket, just red and white. That was a good one.
I was glad. The blood one was pretty cool.
The blood one.
It was like blood red and white, but the way it was like.
Wasn't that the Canadian one?
Was it?
I think so.
It was like about a few months ago though.
Oh, then it wasn't.
It was like super like intricate and red and white, but it was just overwhelming for your eyes. It was sick.
I just have to know though, like, does he have a jacket and matching pants? Like, I never see.
For all we know, he's not wearing pants. He's sitting under the table.
Oh, it's Ron Burgundy. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I see.
Don Cherry. His cherries are showing.
No. No.
I thought
there was something I was going to say.
All right.
Now I've forgotten.
Enlighten us.
What it was. What were we talking about before we brought Don Cherry into this?
Penetration?
Yes, that's true. But that,
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, but you did. You did. Anyway.
Did you remember?
No.
All right. Anyways, Andy, I'm sure everyone's heard about the sad tragicness.
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 That is a word.
Tragic.
You heard it here,
tragic
folks.
Event in Stop texting me, people. I'm on a show.
This is why you put your phone on silent, not vibrate.
It is silent.
So then, how do you know people are texting you?
Jesus, nothing gets by this.
You just have like this inner
sense the saddest thing that happened in Paris.
Notre Dame.
The Notre Dame church burned down.
It's not Dame, it's Dame.
Dame, that's
French.
what I meant to say. Yes, Dame.
We're not damning Notre.
So, anyways, all of Paris is like saddened by this event. They're hosting marches every day almost now. They've gotten like $300 million of donations pouring in from private people, private companies, plus.
But the punchline.
Oh, here's the best part. They've raised $1 billion. And then, like someone else was saying, we raised $1 billion for some church.
For some church.
Well, like, I'm trying to give you the contents of this. But we can't even save our planet.
Sad.
Ooh.
I remember what I was going to say, though.
Okay,
this has nothing to do with Notre Dame.
All right, we'll go back to Notre Dame.
Tim Hortons is changing the name of their donut.
No, man, they're not changing the name. Anyways, tell
Yeah,
me.
they are. It's not Boston Cream anymore. It's Creamed Boston.
Oh, yes. I saw that
Which
on
also
Instagram.
sounds dirty.
Cream, but okay. Every time you bite into that, you penetrate. It tastes so good. Anyway, back
What?
to the.
Okay, I know what you do on your free nights.
I'm eating cream donuts.
No, you're having sex with donuts.
No, what is this show is going way off the rails.
Oh, you want to know how I get
Back
the
to
cream in
Notre
there?
Dame.
It's my secret recipe,
Okay,
only concocted by me.
this is an 18+ show now. So much for a family
How
friend.
many times have we sworn in this show?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Exactly.
We probably not that much today.
No, we haven't actually sworn once
Back
yet.
to
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah. So, what were you gonna say?
About Notre Dame?
Yeah. So they raised $1 billion, but yet they can't even save the planet.
I know, it's
Super
it's
sad.
It is sad. But I do remember going there in Paris.
Did you see it?
Paris, yes, I was there. And if you remember The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
The movie?
well, not the TV show.
This guy fucking kills me.
Anyway, there's the scene where Esmeralda is singing "God help the outcasts,"
Okay.
and she's dancing in the silhouette. The glow of the stained glass circle on the floor, and she's dancing like in the illuminated area from the stained glass circle.
Okay.
I was right there.
Ooh,
They weren't allowed to take pictures of Notre Dame when they were trying to make the movie.
They weren't allowed to take pictures.
No, they weren't.
Why?
Because I think flash would ruin the church or something.
So does Flames.
True. Anyway, so I think they had to draw it all. Anyway, basically they got the exact replica of what Notre Dame would look like in cartoon.
Oh, I heard about that. They're turning to a video game designer to help repair and fix the Notre Dame
Really?
because they made the whole replica in 3D for Assassin's Creed.
Wow.
So they're
That's
turning to those guys to help them restore it and fix it. Now, before the fire happened, they were under restoration of fixing Notre Dame because it was very not weak, but what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Anyways, it needed lots of. It was under renovation because it was under a lot of. It was very weak for its age, and right during there was some construction workers that were working there, but right before the fire happened, all the construction workers had just left. All of them left, and then the fire happened.
So you think it was terrorism?
Well, they're saying it could be terrorism because they've had that happen in the past where they set some iconic building on fire so they could be, but they're not really ruling anything out yet.
It's still. I thought the whole building burned down, so I'm glad that didn't happen.
No, it's just the peak,
Yeah, the bell tower, right?
yes, and then the floor stretching out, but not the main walls.
Yeah.
And a little bit of the ceiling.
So I wonder if my area of where I was is still in
The
existence.
stained glass, I believe, is destroyed because it was from the top as well.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, but the side stained glasses are okay. They saved a lot of the replicas, the chairs, the 17th century pieces, the thing that they said God probably had worn the crown. So I guess it sounds like it wasn't as bad as it looked bad in the photos. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
which it didn't happen. But they were able to save a lot, and it didn't burn as much as they thought it did. Look like in the photos, but
Right.
worse.
God wore the crown. What are you talking about?
The not the crown. Sorry, oh
The
my
halo?
God. Not halo. That thing with the thorns on it. What's it called again?
I think that's a crown.
No.
Like the olive leaves?
No, olive leaves.
branches?
Olive branches symbolize peace and mending friendships, like
Okay.
extending you the olive branch. This was the thorn thing that he put on his head. They made him bleed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That was there, and they were able to save it. So.
What do you mean that was there? Like they have the one?
Like they had the one. Supposedly that was the one Christ.
Really? Did not
they
know
said,
that.
but they said supposedly. I don't know if it was or not.
Wow.
But that's pretty iconic.
They
thing
saved
if
it.
it was.
They saved it.
Over 2,000 years ago.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why did they get it?
I know. Why didn't I get it?
You would never have gotten it. Like that's not a question.
Why did my church not get it?
What? Your church isn't as iconic as Notre Dame.
That is true.
Yeah. Anyway, it was pretty surreal being there in the same scene as a cartoon film.
That's cool.
Pretty cool.
A lot of people went there right the day after it, went to go see it.
Yeah.
From Toronto, a lot of people went all over the world. It was crazy. There was a lot of flights were getting booked crazy to Paris. They couldn't handle it.
Just not a 747.
What?
Aren't the planes still grounded?
Wasn't that a while ago?
Yeah, they back up. Are the Boeings back up?
Well, it's a funny story about that is they were actually flying one of those planes to the desert because that's where they park them when there's problems or they're retired or whatever. And on the way there, the plane got a problem, so they had to veer off and land in LA or something. And then this plane can't fly until we figure it out. I don't think they fixed the problem though.
No?
No,
So those planes are still grounded?
I believe so. I do know there was an update that did happen. But I don't know if they actually, if the update fixed everything.
Okay. I was just wondering. I haven't heard about it in a while.
So you were talking about Avengers earlier. Are you gonna go see these Endgame Avengers?
Well, tickets seem to be really expensive.
Well, I was checking for tickets last night, and if you're handicapped, you can get seats for Friday night.
We're not handicapped, George.
Guess I'm gonna have to get a bat.
You're gonna lie?
No, I'm gonna get a bat.
And what? Take out your legs?
Well, you do it for me, I do it for you. It's called true friendship.
No, that's just called unnecessary violence.
It is. It's also called a joke. And he's not.
No,
good
some
with
of your
jokes.
jokes you're being serious about, so.
I think it was it's funny. But anyways, there's tickets selling up to $20,000. I think that's quite excessive.
Can't afford that.
No. There goes down payment for my car that I haven't got yet.
What about the condo you're moving into?
Well, it's not ready yet, man.
Yeah.
You have to keep bringing that up, man.
Well, I've never been invited to your house.
Well, you will soon.
Actually, no. I've been
okay.
invited, I've just never visited your house.
Well, you come to my other places and we chill.
That's not the same thing.
No,
I've never
it is.
been to your residence where you...
We're renovating. Jeez, stop.
You're always renovating.
Couple years.
You're like the TTC construction. You know, it's never built.
I hope I have a relationship that lasts longer and greater than
The
that.
TTC construction. Well, technically, your relationship would have lasted a long time because the TTC construction.
Oh,
is
by
still
the way, they're
continuing.
delayed by 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
So that's gonna be fun.
People think it's the Toronto Fence Project. Just every time.
Every time at Young and Egg, they're
Move the
moving
fences.
around. I'm like, do I go here? Do I go around? Do I have to zip here? Go on Holly Street? Where do I go? I don't even know.
Holly Street.
Yeah, there's this one street my friend lives. I can't get onto it, so I gotta go around, and then I gotta zip on Dufferin or what's it called?
Where are you going?
Try to-
Dufferin is here.
No, not Dufferin. It's like Dundas or something. The street's called Dufferin,
Okay.
and
That would be then Dufferin.
It's not actually Dufferin Street. It's just a
How
side
many
street.
Dufferins do we have in this city?
Like 2.
2? Really?
There's a street called Toronto Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's also Old Toronto Street.
And there's also Ontario Street,
Yes.
but that's farther up north.
There's also St. John's
St. George.
Street. Yes, there's St. George.
Are we just naming off all the
And
streets?
St. Andrew. This is how we kill time. No.
Boom. Anyways, I want to see this Avengers, but I'm not paying.
I was not impressed with Infinity
You seen
War.
it?
Infinity War.
Oh, I was gonna say
That ending was too short, in my opinion. It was too quick. But I don't know what else. I
with
would've
Thanos
expected.
and his fucking.
Yeah.
I
There's
got all the stones, but
there's been,
everyone's
like-
dead.
There's been a toy leak.
Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh,
they-
spoiler! Half the people die in the Infinity Wars.
No, they've been. Well, yeah, but you didn't tell
Well, I mean, you're
Tell
not
us.
watching the new one.
who died, so.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Anyway.
The raccoon's still alive, which is good. I like that guy.
Yes. Rocket Raccoon.
I am Groot.
Nope, that is...
No, I like Groot, too.
That's Groot.
Groot does
Who
not...
used to be the voice
It-
of Vin Diesel, but it's like...
No, but listen, he still is.
The teenage version is
Yeah,
Vin Diesel?
it's still Vin Diesel. You know what kills me in
How much
Infinity...
money did he make from just saying
I
the
don't know.
same sentence over and over?
Probably like $1 million.
Oh, my God.
Listen, in a whole Infinity Wars, Groot does absolutely nothing. He's sitting there on his like little game console thing. But at the end of the movie, he does the most epic shit ever, and he gives him the wood to make the axe.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool. The whole movie, he doesn't do shit, and then he does the most important thing at the end.
Anyway, there's been this toy leak of a different, what do you call it? It's the goblet, the glove. What's the glove called? The gauntlet?
The gauntlet,
Yeah,
yes.
so
The 6 stones or something.
there's another, there was a toy that was released that is a different gauntlet. It's not Thanos' gauntlet. So the theory is, basically, they reverse, or they get their own gauntlet to control Thanos' gauntlet. Now.
A double gauntlet.
Exactly.
Oh, you heard it here first, ladies and
so
gentlemen. You
That
heard it
could
here
be
first.
a spoiler. It might not be.
But this is only speculation because we don't know.
Well,
Because
we
the
don't
movie's
know.
not
It's
out.
just they've.
A spoiler is something that actually happened. These are just rumors.
This is just
right?
rumors, but the
Yeah.
toy is not the Thanos' gauntlet. It's another.
Maybe
gauntlet.
Thanos killed himself in that whole fucking shit, but he goes and he obliterates everybody, and we don't know.
Obliterates. What did you say?
Obliterates.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe he kills himself, and we don't even know, and then the gauntlet's just on the floor.
Thanos kills himself.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
He's stupid. Maybe.
I think it makes more sense for them to like manufacture their own gauntlet. And
Manufacture is this, are they in some Chinese warehouse just manufacturing?
Chinese
gauntlet?
warehouse, really?
They're making them for like 10 yen, so just doing them.
Wow, racism. We've
That's
got
not racism.
we've got sexism and racism on this show.
Sexism was you.
Wow,
I don't go to sexism, but
racism.
I don't support any of those.
You don't support either. You should have a sweatshirt that just says "I do not support racism."
Yeah, we're gonna be selling
sexism,
merch next week.
ageism.
We're terrible people.
We are.
Not really. I was going to say something.
Were you?
Oh my god, it was good.
Was it?
Stop saying that.
I'm intrigued
Um,
as to what you're going to say next.
there was a leak that happened.
A leak.
A leak, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a. Oh, that's right. This week that just passed was Game of Thrones, and everybody's into the hype. Game of Thrones.
Nope, I'm not. I don't care.
Okay, well Andy's not into the hype.
Are you into the hype?
No, me neither.
So then, what are you saying?
But the best is, I sent my friend Dom and then this girl Marcella. I sent them this video of on Jimmy Fallon. One of the girls was talking about her times on set.
You showed me this.
Yes, but they didn't hear it yet. Please consider it for the audience. Come on. Think it's just you?
Nope, it's you too.
Yeah, there we go.
Get
Anyway,
it? You too.
YouTube, I get it.
Wow. You have the slowest response right now.
No, my mom has the slowest response. So I showed her a video, and then like 20 minutes later, she goes, "Oh, George, I just got that thing." I go, "Mom, that was like 20 minutes ago."
Wow. That is slow.
Anyways, so yeah, I showed this to my friend Dom and Markella, and then my friend Dom texted me back. He goes, "I'm gonna kill you." I go, "Why?" He goes, "I honestly thought that that they killed her off in the show." So I sent him this thing from Jimmy Fallon, and it's the girl from Game of Thrones. She's talking about the new season, the final season, and she goes, "Oh yeah, we're filming the final season. During the last part of the second scene, they kill my character," and then she goes,
"Accidentally? They
No,
didn't accidentally kill her.
sorry, she accidentally says they killed her character, and then he goes like this, and then Jimmy stops, everybody stops, and then Jimmy goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. Spoiler alert, you heard it here first." And then And then she goes, "You can edit that out, right?" And then he goes, "Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll edit it out." And she goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that." And then so she runs off stage. Jimmy's like, "I should go see if she's okay." So he runs off. He goes off stage. He goes to see if the girl's okay, and then they opens the curtain. And they both say, "April Fools."
Yeah, it's good.
It was pretty good, really well done actually.
Good April Fools.
But I knew it was April Fools because it's the first. So usually anything people do on the first is like, but that's it.
The BBC had some good ones. Penguins that can fly.
That was good.
Spaghetti on trees.
So what do you mean?
The trees are growing spaghetti.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's a good way to. There was one that they did a couple of years back. Was it? I forgot which company it was. It was like free burgers or something. So people would come in and then they come in for their free burgers, and then the guy goes, "Oh, they're free burgers tomorrow." So, but then it was
seriously?
like every day was the next day. So it ended up going on for like a couple of days, and then they sent it out this tweet, and they're like, "No, we're just messing with you guys. There's no free burgers." Elon Musk did a tweet, and he changed his name to like some Chinese name, and then everybody was like, it was like Joan Musk, and then he tweeted out, and it was like, "Who's this guy?" Anyways, it was everybody was doing their own things. Like Rob Ford did where they did the
Open for business.
Open for Business was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's going to believe that. That one wasn't as great as the Game of Thrones one.
I did an April Fool's prank on my sister.
Well, let's hear it.
I didn't do it this year.
Well, let's hear what you did do.
There was a Captain Underpants book that told me how to prank, teachers or friends. Anyway, you take 2 ketchup packets and you fold them over and you put them under the toilet seat. So when you sit on the toilet seat, ketchup all over your pants.
Oh yeah, you told me this. So
and
wow.
my sister decided that she knew about the prank, and so she just slammed this toilet seat down so ketchup went all over the bathroom. And then she told my mother what happened, and my mother's like, "Okay, well, you're cleaning it up."
Oh, she must have been furious.
Oh yeah, my prank worked. It was great.
Oh, amazing.
That's my story.
That's it?
That was my story.
Okay, well.
What else did you expect me to say? I told you the prank. Told you what happened.
Oh, remember those Loblaws days, Andy?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, did you hear what's happening with Loblaws lately?
Enlighten
This
me.
is the most bullshit shit I've ever heard.
Bullshit shit.
Yeah, that's how outraged I am.
Outraged. Okay.
Yeah. So, the government is giving Loblaws $12 million to help the planet, like, in a sense, so they can upgrade their fridges, so they're more efficient. But yet, keep in mind that Loblaws was in an $800 million settlement last year for scamming people of bread prices. So that, and then Loblaws also makes like $1 billion a year. Like, I'm pretty sure that Loblaws doesn't need $12 million to upgrade their fridges.
Yeah,
Fucking give it to the homeless or help the damn planet, as we said earlier. Mm-hmm. Come on. What is wrong with this
Fix
word?
our elevators.
Oh, yeah. My mom said that. It goes, at Loblaws, she goes, they spent $14 million on renovations at that one specific location, but yet they can't even fix the elevators for, like, spend $50,000 on them. And the reason, I'll tell you why, is because the customers don't see it, so it's not important.
Mm.
They'll just break their backs in the background and skids falling on them and crushing them. That's fine. If the customers don't see it, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Terrible.
There's really like old ladies downstairs, like carrying stuff up, having to bring those heavy doors down. Remember those doors?
Yep.
Those were so hard on your back, day in, day out. And they're like, don't worry about it.
Terrible.
Oh, you got back problems? Don't worry about it. You got Loblaws insurance. It's shitty though, but you still got it.
It's terrible.
Those were the Loblaws days. Met a lot of good people there though.
Yes. We did.
Anyways, that's about it for the show. Unless Andy wants to talk about any other topics.
Peanuts.
Ooh, I like peanuts. Talk about peanuts.
That's it. Peanuts.
Peanuts? I'm gonna kill
I
this
never have
guy.
anything to say. I had something to say. Peanuts.
You literally just said peanuts,
Yeah.
and I thought it was gonna be some crazy nut story, and it's just peanuts.
Well, it's about my nuts.
Okay, we're wrapping that up for today. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We did start a bit late because of miscommunication, but we'll be back next week, next month. So thanks for tuning in, and peace out.
Peace.
Peace.